Let us solve the exercise number 3 in the part A of Java lab. In this exercise, we are supposed to write a program to accept the student name, marks in 3 subjects, and then we are supposed to find the total marks, average, and the grade depending upon the average marks. So I will head on to the NetBeans, and I'm going to start a new project. Again, for every exercise, there is no need to create a new project. You can use the existing project and then start adding the classes to them. But here I'm going to start a new project. Click on the file and go to the new project and select the Java application. So if you're using the older version, you don't see Java with Maven or Java with Gradle. You will just see the Java. Just click on the Java, not the Java EE or anything. Just select the Java and then on the right hand side, select Java application. Click on next and give proper name. I'm going to give the name as the student. You can give any other name. If the name already exists, you will get an error message. Then change the name as something else. You have to have a unique name there. When I say unique name, if somebody else has created a student project, then you cannot create it. You will have to give some student 1, 2, 3, 4, and that kind of name here. It is that you select the proper location to save your project. So go to the proper location. I'm going to go to my D drive, and under my D drive, I'm going to go to the My Documents, and maybe this is the right place for me, and I'm going to just save it. You also save it at a proper location. Then click on Finish. So you have the student class being created for you by the NetBeans. Just use that class. I have deleted all the remark statements which does not make any sense in the examination. So don't keep them. Just remove all the the remark statement. Now let's start building the application. Now, in order for me to accept these details like the name and other things, I need a scanner class. So I'm going to just type scanner, S-C-A-N, and I'm going to press Control Space. It is better you follow this as make this as a routine. Don't simply start typing it, because if you make a spelling mistake, that is, or if you miss the capitalization, you will get an error. So ask the NetBeans to help you by pressing Control Space. For every now and then you press Control Space, NetBeans will help you with the details. When the NetBeans has given you the options, select the right one and press enter. So the NetBeans will add the import statement for you, so that part you can save during the examination. So let me start and let me call this variable as in, and I'm going to create a new instance. Again, I'm going to press Control Space and press enter. Then I'm going to again press enter. Here I'm going to type SY and Control Space. It will select the system, and then I press I. Then en, when I press dot I, it will show me the in. I press enter, and this way I'm not typing. I'm asking the NetBeans to type for me, so that I don't make the mistakes with the, that is syntax mistake, when I'm typing. So let's start with the first part. We are supposed to accept the name of the student. So I will type yes out. If you have not seen, what I'm doing here is I just type yes out and press tab, and you get this option there. So we have the system.out.println, and I'm going to say enter student name. That's it. Now, I don't need ln here. You know very well ln means a new line. So I will just use print here, not the print line, so that it comes in the same line. Otherwise, you know very well, print line will take the cursor to the next line. So it will, so when you have the print line, it will come in the next line. Use this print, it will stop on the same line, so that it is easier and it looks neat when you run the program. I'm going to save the name inside a string variable called as name. In is my scanner class. So in is my scanner class, and I'm going to say get the next line. Again, Control Space it, and then type L, and then NetBeans will tell you what you're typing. Press enter whenever you get the proper option. So this way I got the name, and I'm going to use the S out again. Press tab, small case, S out, small case, tab. Now I'm going to say enter marks in 3 subject, okay, or enter 3 subjects marks. Say enter 3 subjects marks. Okay, so then again I will not use print ln. I'm going to use print l here, so that it will come in the same line. Okay. So I'm going to then accept 1 mark. So I'm going to say int m1 for the first mark. In is my scanner class. You know very well, in is the scanner class, and then I'm going to say get the next integer. Then I will not type again. So I will keep my cursor here. So you use the up and down arrow, and or you can use the mouse and click at the beginning and hold the space and press the down arrow. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping my cursor here and hold the shift on your keyboard and press the down arrow. It is selected. Control C to copy it, and then press down arrow and up arrow, and then paste it once, paste it twice. So otherwise use the mouse key to copy paste it. This is marks number 2, then this is marks number 3. I got 3 marks here. Now I need to find the total. So I'm going to say int total is equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3, and most of the student what you will do is you will say divided by 3. This means only m3 will be divided by 3. So you follow the BODMAS rule and make this inside the bracket. So you have to keep m1 plus m2 plus m3. This is in the numerator, and divided by 3 in the denominator. Now let's look at the grade that we are supposed to calculate. So depending upon the different thing, we are supposed to calculate the grade. Now I think if I take the total, I need average. Should I get the total? I need the total. Okay, then I will make the total first. Sorry, I will make the total first, so it's not required. I thought I will straight away go with the average. Let me take the total only. I will take the total, and then I will use the double and get the average. I thought I can get the average in one shot, but it's not what they have asked for. So what they have asked is they have asked two separate things. First you have to get the total and then the average. So I'm getting the total first, and then I'm getting the average. So I thought I can reduce one line there, but they have asked to get the average separately and total separately. So first get the total and then get the average. So this is done, and let's use the condition here. So I'm using some line condition. If grade is greater than or if the average is greater than or equal to 95, then I'm going to say grade. So let me create a variable here. So which variable? I'm going to create a string variable, and I will take it as grade. Okay, so done. So if the what is it? If marks is greater than that, then I'm going to say grade is A, okay, or maybe A plus, because it is 95. Okay. Else, if average is greater than or equal to 80, then grade is A. Okay, and I'm not going to type again and again. Again, I'm using the arrow. I press enter. I use the arrow. Hold the shift. Press the down arrow once. Press the down arrow twice. Control C to copy it. Then press the down arrow and up arrow again. Control V to paste it. So what is this one? If the grade is greater than 70, then let's say grade is B. I'm just giving some grade here because they have not given any criteria for that. Press the down arrow, Control V to paste it. You have already copied the content here. So this is if it is greater than 60, the grade is C, let's say. And let me go down and again Control V to paste it because you have already copied it. So if the grade is greater than 50, the grade is B. Otherwise, let me just say otherwise, you can keep on doing like this, but during the examination, don't waste your time by just giving too many options. So otherwise, the grade is failed. So you have A, B, C, D grade, and then you have the fail grade. So that's done, and then it's the time to print everything. So I'm going to use the S out, press S out, type S out, and press tab, and you have the thing here. I'm going to use the one /n for a new line, and I'm going to say student performance done, and maybe dash dash dash. I'll put some space and dash dash dash. Okay, done with that. So this is print line, so that is done. And let's start using the S out. S out first is the name of the student. So name of the student, and I'm going to use the plus the name, the variable that I've used here. This is the variable that I was using. Where is the variable? This is the variable student name. I've entered the student name, and then they have said what are the things they have said. Find the total marks and average marks and grade. So I'm going to just print that one. So I'm going to just yes out, and I'm going to say total. And I'm going to say total is plus total. Remember, this is the variable that I've just created. Control space it, and NetBeans will complete it. This is the total variable that I've just created. Again, I'm going to say yes out, and tab. And what else? You have average, and let me press AVG. I've already calculated the AVG here. You notice that I've already created the average there, and I'm going to say yes out. And what else you need? Grade, grade, and then plus enter, and grade. I'm pressing control space every now and then so that the NetBeans will do the needful thing. I'm going to type this out and maybe dash 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 to make the things look neat. So that's done. Space and just run it. Remember, easiest way to run it is right click on this file which has the static void main. Remember, Java classes, only those classes which have the main method will run. Like your C program, this is the same thing. Right click and then say run this file. You can use Shift F6 to run it. Okay, so this is how it's going to go. If there are no errors, you get the straightforward thing. So you notice here it is asking me for the name of my student. So I'm going to go here again. For those students who are not getting this output, go to the window and you get the option for output. Okay, so if you can't see the output, just go to the window and then get it. Now let me go here, and I'm going to say this is Ravi. Okay, and marks in 3 subjects, say 67, 78, 54. 3 marks, press enter, and you notice the reason why it is coming in the same line is because I have used when I'm displaying here, if you notice that I use a print, so that's the reason it is coming in the same line. Otherwise, if you print line, it will go to the next line. So I want it to come in the same line. That is why I used for here also print, for the enter the marks in 3 subject also print. For the others, I'm using print ln. So I press enter, and you get this student performance. The name is that, and so on and so forth. Now for those students who are not happy with this kind of output, if you want to get it in only 2 decimal place output, you are familiar with the C programs, so C will work. That is the reason you are supposed to learn C. For the average, you can make it as printf. This function is there even in the C, and like the C, you have to use percentage point to f, the same one that you have used it, and no plus here like your C printf statement. That same printf statement is available. Use this one to get the things in a proper neat output. So I'm going to save it. Control yes to save it. You know very well. Control and press yes, and right click on it and then run it, or use Shift F6 to run this thing. So now let's go and let's give the option. So I'm going to say Reka, and let's say it's a distinction student, so 95, 98, 96. Press enter, and you see Reka, and total marks is, I think one more mistake, it is coming in the same line. You notice, but the thing is, you notice that it's coming in 2 decimal places. Only one small mistake over here, and that is /n to make this grade. If you notice that the grade is coming on the same line here, you notice here grade is coming on the same line. I need one line break there, so I'm going to put the /n here to make the life easier. So let's try it one more time. I put /n here and then give it a try. Let me run it, and you are done with it. So let's start with the student name. So say Deepa, and let's say 87, 77, 91 marks are there. Press enter, and you get the details of Deepa, and the percentage average is 85%, and the grade is A, and this is the output. That's all you need to do. Thank you for your interest. We will meet again in the other exercise. Thank you.